better mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're live again. What's good? We're back, everybody. Hey, Cats, thanks again for having us. FPV, One Conscience. What's up?
Hello.
Hi,
What's
Cat
good?
Strotter. One.
Hello.
What's good? So, yeah, what did you guys think about the Titans?
Definitely an interesting subject. Yeah, I'm glad he's going to look into it more. You know, I've seen a few videos and people talk about it quite regular in the community. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to what he's going to show. You know, it's better when he shows it in Google Earth and shows you the outlines. You know, you can see it clearer then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. See what he pulls out of there. I'm sure there's lots to look at.
Yeah, you were saying, what you think why these images are appearing on the land masses. Yeah, you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Me or one?
UFPV.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what I think is looking at the process of how the technologies with the angels creates landmass. It looks to me like any shape that's put into the ground, this technology seems to sense it and build around it. You know, and over time, its shape it's formed. I mean, you've seen examples of things inside rock that shouldn't be in rock, but it looks like the rock's growing around objects. And that's got to be the same for humans, you know, or any animal, even a tree. You know, you might find a rock tree out there. It's just taken the form as it's created landmass around it. That's what it looks like to me. And as over time, of course, it's going to expand and expand. And I think that's why you get a lot of these really large, like head shapes and things in terrain or rock, even. You know, like Jimbo showed before with the Indian's head. I would say that was definitely an Indian light whose headline on its side, and the form's been, you know, it's been shaped around it and kept it. That gives a bit of merit when you think of Vikings. They used to like getting buried on the top of mountains. Over time, the same might apply there. You know, you might find a Viking's head enlarged on top of a mountain, sculpted into rock. That's what I think's going on anyway.
Yeah, I was saying that perhaps the angels below that are, you know, producing the energy, like we've talked about, for some of you guys that have been following what they've been doing. I'm thinking that, yeah, if there's something that was buried there or something like that, it might be replicating that and pushing outward, and it's going to use that image, if you will, onto the surface. It's just a thought. I know it's far-fetched and whatnot, but, well, the whole Titan thing is just, it is bizarre, you know, to think of it. But and I think it's worth looking into. I looked into it before, and I put it aside for a little bit, you know. And here we are again. So I'm gonna look into it again and look at Age of Disclosure and Mud Fossil University and see what's up with that. I wanted James to talk a little bit more about the DNA findings and stuff, and I wanted to hear what his take was on what fossil fuel may or may not be. But he had to run off. So maybe if he comes by later on into that. You know, everyone, you know, we have a lot of different, because we know that fossil fuel isn't from fossils. It's coming from something else. You know, so with the Titan narrative, you know, are they tapping into like Titan's bone marrow, or, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I'm going out there because you guys went there, so it's just making me think of some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So I haven't read scripture as such on the Titans and things like that. You know, it seems to be recorded from what I can make out that they existed. You know, pretty much a done deal. They existed. Of what scale I don't know, but yeah, the larger the body, I suppose, once it's laid to rest on the ground, the larger that shape's going to form over time and expand, and it kind of magnifies it. You know, it looks to be over time that it will get larger and larger because it is still producing landmass. Yeah, clever, very clever. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope it'll be makes a nice presentation on it and shows us a lot more, especially where they are. That one he showed with the large head before up near Greenland, I think it was. That was pretty amazing. That when you see it like that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And then going back to the stuff that you guys recently discovered, those large pieces of metal that are in Greenland, these bars. I forget the specifications. The Greenland bar, 1,400 miles long and 200 miles wide. I forgot the numbers, but it's something very, very massive, and it wasn't built by man. And then you talk about titans and gods and whatnot, and you're like, well, wait a minute, what's going on here? But it's so massive. It's like it's beyond comprehension almost when you think of something of that magnitude. Like, what? That something that big could really exist and create everything here? I mean, it is kind of fantasy.
When you look at the scale of the construct from
the
NASA lines and the map we're using, it's it's an insane scale and beyond our comprehension. That piece of steel gym bus in alone, what would it take to lift that and move it around? You can't comprehend that, can you? The scale of that.
Yeah, I know you feel what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what other people think, but that's where I'm at with this whole thing and Titans and stuff. I've had other conversations with other people, and I'm still at the same place. Like, I really don't know, man. Like, you gotta get people that really know geology and that can study this stuff. And I guess if there's DNA in these rocks, or if you will, bring it. Let's see some information on it. Let's see the data. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah. You've probably seen that. It looked like an Egyptian figure. Jimbo showed me a video of it, and the camera's panning round past the arm, and you could see like part of the rib showing through the side of the chest. Where some of the rock had collapsed. Mm-hmm. You can actually make out the rib bones as the camera was panning past it. And that was encased in rock. But yeah, I would expect that. Looking at the creation process, everything gets recycled.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. What do you what does Cats think? Or what's up, you guys? What do you ladies think?
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I really don't know, Tyler, what to say. I mean, it makes a lot of sense what Jimbo is saying. Don't know, really.
All right, that's all good. Mm-hmm. Something you probably need to look into more yourself, actually, right?
Do you remember any from the Bible or anything like that? What it mentioned about the giants, anyway?
Well, the giants starts in the beginning of the Bible. I'll have to read it. Search it, read it to understand it. But there's things that Jimbo said that I agree with the angels. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
It's all good. It's all good. What do you think? What's your take on the Titans and the mountains and whatnot? And we're talking about the correlation of the PowerPoints, excuse me, and the ley lines and the earthquake data. And is there any correlation to these massive bodies?
Well, I believe there were the giants. It's in a lot of texts, and why would they put it there if it wasn't some kind of history? But I think when we are studying what we study, kind of what FPV was saying makes sense too, because if the sun is just a small little part of this mechanism underneath, and it shines so huge in the sky, maybe things do kind of project when they come upward or so, But when I was thinking of angels, I guess at first I was thinking of real angels, and then I kind of went into a technical type of thinking. So I guess I'm a little taken aback that the possibility of real bodies under the earth. So it's something I kind of need to look into also, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, it's like you had these Titan angels, and what do you say? The wingspan where some of them were 4,000 to 5,000 miles.
I don't remember what exact. It was big. I don't remember his exact numbers, but
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible for sure. I forgot I was going with that one. It'll come
Well,
back.
it does make me wonder, how big is this realm really? The mind's wandering a lot now. What size is this? How much are they hiding? We live in a 6x6 grid of a known 12x12, which seems, you count Antarctica and the North. That we haven't used in the map yet. That's another. It just keeps going on and on, doesn't it? That's just north and south. What's east and west? Yeah, lots of direction, and seem to be restricted from going to have a look in all directions.
Oh, I remember what it was. Yeah, going to the technology of the halos that we've been talking about. The what's functioning down below, I guess. What we believe to be this energy that's coming from below and getting everything to move, and like the sun and the moon. The whole thing that you guys have been on. I'm not gonna get all into that, but I'm thinking, yeah, we have those angels, those halos, and then we had real physical angels, I guess. I mean, that's what he was suggesting.
Yeah, I don't doubt there was Titans in days of old. Although we're humans at our scale, there's got to be various scales of other things going on up there. And when you look at the scale of this world, and the underworld, a man couldn't have built it. It would be possible. So, what kind of scale were beings in the past? Does make me wonder.
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know a lot about the scriptures either, but I mean, from what I've heard, there were the fallen angels came down to the earth, bred with the humans, had the Nephilim, the giants, right? I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me, because like I said, I don't know. I just heard, stories and stuff. But so if they died, it would be possible they were buried under the earth, right? And the fallen angels, I mean, if they were put under the earth for 2,000 years, I think it said, to be bound or something.
Yeah,
You have stories.
That's if they were as big as they're saying. That's definitely where these shaped structures are coming from. It's got to be taking the form of something down there.
Yeah.
Yep. What is
that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if they were that big and they were under the earth, like it's possible. Anything's possible, like you said. And if that's the case, and they were the ones sending the signal, actual angels were actual angels. I mean, it's hard to say. We can't say unless we actually went out, like you also said, and get some data and do some testing and see what's there.
Yeah, we need somebody to get out there and test some of the soil and the rocks to see if there's DNA. And
Jimbo's right there. Isn't he right close to one of those?
It's in his back garden.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's right on him. Yeah, it's right next door.
So he probably will.
No, but when you hear
that's what started him off. He started looking at the land masses and such around where he lives, and he couldn't believe what he was seeing. That's what he told us. That's what he told us. They're everywhere, and he's probably right.
He's probably right. Like, I guess Age of Disclosure and Mud Fossil University are they're making claims that they do have DNA proof that these massive Titans did exist and that they have DNA to prove it, that it's human DNA. I think everybody, if you're gonna state that, like, let's see this information. And it's been stated a couple times on his channel. So, let's see it. I mean, I want to be a believer if this stuff is real, but until then, you know, I'm gonna call hoax until it's proven. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe, but where's the DNA proof of this?
It'll be in everything, you know. It's not just going to be in rock. It'll be in anything that's formed. It exists, and it obviously leaches into other things as it decomposes and things build around it. So yeah, I would expect it to be in rocks and everything else that's around us.
Well, we have to think about all of our history, all of the Earth's history, and all of the bodies that are buried in the Earth, and where are they buried? You know, and these mass floods and everything that wiped out God only knows how many people, most of the civilization, all their bodies. So the DNA of them would be there too. You know what I'm saying? There's DNA in the rocks. There'd have to be on top of animals, on top of humans.
I suppose one way I think of looking at that, you know, is look at old mountain ranges, and over time, you know, say there was a graveyard and you had a mountain range and had lots of faces, arms, legs, toes, you name it in there. You guarantee that was a graveyard at some point, and it's over time it's became part of the landscape. You know, sculpted where it lay. I think that's where you get a lot of the head showing. You know, the skull's quite thick boned compared to a lot of the rest of the body, so I would expect the head shape to appear the most.
Okay.
Like one's avatar.
I'll think the Mudfossil University. I mean, yeah, I like to see more proof. That's all. But you know, again, like I'm on the fence. I'm not sure if any of that is going on or what. It's just I got to look into it. You know, that's all there's to it. I was gonna say, what does chat think? What do people in chat think? What do they come across? If they've looked into that rabbit hole, I don't know.
Well, Tommy says you'd have to be huge to place all this tech. Jimbo stated a plate 1,400 miles long. Yeah, it's going to take some tall dude to move that plate around. And there's bigger ones than that one.
Yeah, it would take like 2 or 3 of them big guys to put this thing together. Who knows? Again, you know, it's.
Well, and then think about the megaliths if there were, you know, built by giants.
Tommy says he's researched giants for years. They're everywhere. So he's been looking at them.
You guys want to do a topic change? Or
I think someone just fell off a treadmill or something like that.
What's that? Someone fell off a treadmill. Is that what you said?
That's what it sounded like.
Let's just talk anything. Let's see what's new.
For the topic change, we were just kind of recapping what James did. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, pick a topic, guys. Anything? You got any feedback from Friday's research from Shock and Awe release?
Well, we could talk about what's going on now. I mean, chemtrails, anything. I mean, I know I've been sick with the chemtrails for sure. So,
You're still getting chemtrailed heavy there then, Cats?
Yeah, we are. Terrible, very terrible. But I'm fighting it right now, so what can I say?
We got double line again.
Definitely buy a mask when you're out. You're going to have to, you know, you're inhaling this crap all the time now. Wear a mask when you're out shopping and tell everyone else to do it, you know, as a protest. It'd soon be headline news.
I know.
We had double lines today and double X's. It
Yeah,
was
us too.
terrible. Oh, you did too?
It's like giving us a hint, double X, and it's like one of them almost made like a tic tac toe, when you put the X and the O.
Uh-huh.
They were doing that, and then they had the two X crossing, and then the double line. I mean, it was just dumb. But
You should ask your senator or whatever you call them, your local dude, your town mayor, whoever's in charge, and say, look, is Bill Gates trying to exterminate us all so he can have this place to himself, or what's going on? That's what I'd be asking them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got dropped there.
Yeah, ask your senators, or whoever's in charge of your county. Ask them. You say, is Bill Gates trying to exterminate everyone so he has the state to himself? What's going on?
Yeah. Bill Gates, another pedophile, another psycho. God, we got everybody. It seems like everybody in Hollywood, everybody that's CEO, corporate, like they're all a bunch of sickles. Huh? Everybody's just screwed right up. Got to keep it PG. I forgot.
but
Well, they're probably going to be known as the greatest mass murderers in history. In reality, looking at what you know now.
so this topic that James was talking about is the giants, the fallen angels, the giants that were here before, or because I know the Bible speaks about it. But is that what you guys are talking about? Is these giants?
Yeah.
Yep, basically. Yep. In a nutshell.
Tommy in chat said the Ohio Giants, just to start, over 500 found in one area alone, and you can look into Illinois, even New Mexico. Natives in the 1800s cornered approximately 15 giants in a cave with fire. They were eating people. That's what Tommy just said in chat.
Tommy, did you hear about the one in Afghanistan where the U.S. Marines fought this guy and one got impaled and killed?
I heard that.
He came out with a sword and a shield from maybe just very Roman looking times, very ancient looking gear. I read that story. I think I'm missing some parts of it, but yeah, when I read that. Are you familiar with that one, Tommy? Or you guys? I don't know that story.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, he was red-haired and he had 2 rows of teeth and 6 fingers.
Yeah. I think I saw a video on it or something. But yeah, I remember something about it. And they were walking through a secluded area, and they ran up on a cave. And there was a giant inside. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and the people in the village said that there was a giant eating people, and they would, I guess, basically sacrifice somebody.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I guess they went over there to the cave or wherever he was, and they said this thing came out and moved really fast and was agile for something that big, and yeah, it was that's the story. I don't know how true it is. Sometimes who knows? I don't know.
I put a picture in the back chat where it's in Turkey. It's supposedly where the battle of Zeus and the Titans took place. It's actually one of my caves that I did a video on.
Yeah,
do you want me to show that one?
Yeah, show it to Trump. Yeah.
Go for it.
And everybody, yeah. So, yeah. I did
Can
a
you
video.
share it? You need to share it, one?
FPV is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing. I haven't got tools, but look at it all.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
Can you give me the tools to capture the screen share all?
I
What?
see it now.
Can you give me the tools to screen share?
To yours or?
Yeah, can you give me the tools to present?
It's in
present
chat.
me, yeah. Present me, yeah, that'll do. There you go, on.
All right. So yeah, this is in Turkey, and it's the cave called Heaven and Hell, and it's where supposedly the legend says that the battle between Zeus and the Titans took place. So it was right on topic. So
It doesn't look very big though. Maybe it'll grow over time. How big is it? How big is that? Like normal sized building? Then I can't really tell looking at that image.
I think that's the building, and then the cave's behind it. So it's kind of a big entrance. Maybe they were the smaller giants. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I'd like to see some footage from in these caves. You know, when people go, I don't know, you've probably heard of potholing. I don't know if you call it the same thing over there. People going down caves and things. Yeah, it's got me. It's got kind of got me. To call it what?
Splunking.
Yeah, well, whatever that is. That's got me interested now. What they're finding, you know, what kind of things are they seeing below ground?
Yeah. I went into some caves. They're pretty cool.
I wonder how deep down is that, you know, how deep have they been, and have they found anything down there that's kind of looks out of place?
Those mammoth caves that start in Kentucky, they run 400 miles all the way to Mexico, and they're not even a quarter of the way mapped. So there's a lot to explore down. We have no idea.
Yeah, everyone's looking at the sky, thinking everything's millions of miles away to look at, and
Is this the
more
only
amazing things
picture
to
you
look
have?
at look closer to home.
What's that?
Is this the only picture you have to see very close?
Yeah, this one. I'll see if I can find another one, but that was the one I used for my video. It was just a short video.
What's a video?
Well, I did a small video on just on caves, and that was one of them. So yeah, there's a bunch of pictures on it.
Tommy's put some more information in chat. In 2011, Special Forces tagged one in Afghanistan to kill the team of men. They fed it. His lexic says, crunchy. In World War II, the Philippine soldiers eaten by giants in the jungle. Even today, they live underground. Malta visitors were told not to enter a tunnel system or get eaten. They never came back, but one stated giants reached from above and plucked them up like chickens. That's from Tommy in chat.
I found a better one.
You got another one there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the back chat. Where do I find it? Oh, a mess of stuff. There's one. I have another one I found. Anybody else that wants to look it up, there's a bunch online. There's another one. A couple more good images. Oh, it looks like it's inside the cave looking out.
Yeah, there should be signs in there. You know, if there's giants been out of these caves, we expect to see evidence they were there. You know, obviously rocks nothing to a giant.
Wait,
Must be claw marks or, you know,
where's
moldings. Go on, try.
this image is from where?
It's in Turkey.
Okay.
So on Turkey's Mediterranean coast. So it says, as you approach the cave along the access road from the Mediterranean, you'll see lofty walls of the huge temple of Zeus erected here in the homage to the king of the gods who featured prominently in the ancient myths related to the caves. When you park near the temple, make sure you're provided a bottle of liquid to drink. Enter the archaeological site and descend 288 steps to the Byzantine chapel in the cave's mouth. So then
Can you stop presenting me, cats?
and it says you go, the cavern of hell is 100 meters uphill from heaven. It is a small depression with steeper sides. Anyway, it's kind of cool. There's a whole website on it. Doesn't really say anything.
Just like cats.
I did stop. I thought it worked.
Yeah, I want you to stop presenting me.
Okay, I did. Okay. This is, oh,
That's pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why am
So
I
what's
still presenting?
oh, you're back at it again.
That's it. Stop.
It does. It doesn't have that you. It stopped already.
Anyway, yeah, it's neat to look at those things. I like to look at the old caves and stuff. There's a whole lot of them that were known for having old ancient humans that live there. I mean, it's kind of neat to look at it all.
Crystal.
Where's that one? That one?
Huh?
Oh.
That one? That's the same one. That's still the cave of heaven and hell. It's just a different part of it. I think it's looking down into the mouth of it, which is what they call the hell part, I think. That's what I think it's saying.
A few lights in there to look scary.
Well, it's part of Mount Etna, which is also what gives it the hell aspect, I think.
Sounds like a job for NASA.
No kidding.
Yeah, right.
Volcano busters.
Yeah. And being that there's a volcano there, I bet there's crystals in there. So it's probably quite pretty.
Apparently, about 20 or so miles from where I live, there was a giant lived in a cave. I've never actually been to the cave to have a look. I think I'll make that visit this spring. It's a bit warmer. I'll take a camera and record it so you can have a look.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Can't hear you, one. There's a loud noise coming in over you.
On me?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're in a helicopter or something.
Tumble dryer.
Yeah.
Or it was an earthquake. You still with us, one? That was an earthquake.
We don't get earthquakes. We get them south. And that doesn't get hit anymore thanks to fracking. Now Oklahoma gets it. Is it still hearing? Because if it is, it's my furnace running. Which it's not loud, but it might make a weird sound through the headphones. I don't know.
No, you're good. What else, you guys? Topic change.
What happened to one? Oh, you guys are dropping because of your phone?
I'm on my computer. So, yeah, he's probably dropping from his phone. I always drop when I'm on my phone.
Oh, I see. He'll be back.
Yep. So, yeah. You want to show that video I sent at PVA, those horrible chemtrails today? I sent it to the group research.
Yeah,
chat.
sure, if you want. Hold on.
Want to see them cats? I had to take a video because we were double whammy whacked today. I didn't want to stay out very long, so it's a real short video because I don't want that stuff all over me. It's bad enough as it is.
Yeah. Welcome back, Carter.
I don't know what's going on here. But I don't even know if you guys heard me, but I was saying, what else do you guys want to talk about? Anything else? You want to talk about the lunar discrepancies the other day? You want to talk more about some of the research you guys have done, that you've come across some more information? You want to recap some of that stuff? Can either of you guys explain, to the best of your ability, the sun's how the sun functions and how it goes into these portals or gateways that James has been talking about?
Yeah, I'll just show this video one. Trotter, want to show this chemtrail video. Hold on. Get that out of the way and then we'll go on to the other subject.
Well, I don't know. I really don't, like tonight, Cats wanted to go on out. Just kind of improvising here.
Yeah.
Don't want to have to go over SpaceX. Everybody's covered that.
Yeah.
It's like that thing's done, you know.
There's one Sky. That was recorded earlier, was it one?
Yeah, that was today. We were double X'd, and each one had a double line on it. It was pretty bad.
That was hard. That's how we look like.
Looks like they're running out of room there, so they're going vertically now.
Terrible, isn't it? Yeah.
Hey, deep breath, one arm you.
It attacks your nerve system right away.
The video was so fast. I was like, I don't want to be out here very long.
Yeah, all you need is a good 20 or 30 seconds and you're good.
Yeah, worry when your skin starts falling off.
Oh gosh.
It's terrible. I mean, being red pill's awesome, but you know that they're just poisoning the crap out of us. And it's like, just stay indoors. My daughter wants to go out. I'm like, oh, I think we should stay indoors today. You see all these jets just flying everywhere. Like,
There's going to be stories soon. I had to help the neighbour look for his arm.
We're already prisoners as it is to the system and to, the powers that be. And now we're like trapped in our own homes because of all the poisoning and whatnot. The air is toxic. People are sick all the time. It's like, oh, it's flu season. How has it become flu season? Let's inject the sky with some sort of disease, bacteria that'll get you sick. Let's inject you with the flu out in the air, and it become. And then the news guys were saying, "Oh, we're almost done with the flu season." It's like, really? How do you guys know that that's happening?
We've probably run out of stuff to pour on us. Stuff to spray as we've run out.
Supplies.
Flu season's over. Take a deep breath.
December to about February.
March is chicken.
Not for us.
March is for chicken flu. I think May is for cows.
Not for us. It's hot here. You guys have good weather over there at the East Coast. So hot here.
We have every season, every week, it seems like here. We go from 50 degrees and back down to 19 and back up to 40 and back down to 2. And it's horrible. We're right in the middle of both of the fluxes.
Yeah.
Now over to how the sun works. Sweep rack transformer, I think was the wording from Jimbo. The signal started. It's electromagnetically trapped with the halo system, moved around the world, and the sun is either killed off, the signal's killed off for it, and it starts all over again in the east, or if it's a 24-hour sun, it would recycle it by sending it around a northern route and then return back to the east, which is kind of what we're seeing happening. You're going to have to think of the sun as a physical projection from something below ground. The halo you've seen in the sky is projected from a physical steel halo below ground. A good example of one, modern one, would be CERN. Look at CERN's configuration below ground, and that's basically what's projecting the halo in the sky. Particle accelerator, so the sun might just be a little particle in an accelerator being passed from one to another to give the appearance we see in the sky, the light show. Does that make sense?
Yes, I've been guiding for a while, so yeah, it's making more sense. But I just wanted someone to just sort of just get some people up to speed on how it works on the square map. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about yet is it all taking place below ground, or is what we see in the sky really there? And the halos are the halos are clearly trapping it. They're involved in it and moving it around, which I think is causing this rotation of the sunspots. As it moves from halo to halo, obviously it's rotating around one and going on to another. So that could give you an answer why the sunspots rotate like they do. We're monitoring them now. Sandra and other people in the sunspot group are giving us images and videos where any chance they can get, the recording it. So yeah, at the moment it's either a signal in the sky being trapped, or it could all be taking place below ground, and we're just seeing the effects in the sky. That's where we're at with this research.
Has anybody got questions for that?
No, not I.
Kat?
I don't. But I don't have any questions. All I know is that it seems like the chemtrails are putting more and more every day. But nothing else beyond that. I don't know how it is in New Jersey or UK. If you guys are having the same problems or differently, don't know.
Well, they spray at night, and they spray over the clouds. So, like today, it's been raining all day. I mean, yesterday, it rained all day. I know they're out there. No doubt, they're out there. You just can't see them. So,
Very
again,
true.
spraying all kinds of different things. The flu season. Yeah, freaking.
Well, you seem to have got over your cough, Cats. Last a few weeks ago, you were coughing pretty bad. You sound better now.
What was that? I'm sorry.
It sounds like you've got over the cough you had. You were coughing quite bad with it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm not myself these couple of days, and I know it's chemtrails. I'm making a lot of my bones because of it. Like I said, you inhale it, it goes right to your system, to your nerve system, basically. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I mean, we have to keep going. Can't stop. Especially if you have to go outside and do errands and shop and,
Yeah, keep putting the videos out and keep up to date with what they're dropping as well. We do
They
need,
come-
I would like to see more people researching and especially analysing what's in these chemtrails, because I don't think they're all the same thing. There'll be different types of things coming down on us. We need to know what they are so we can act against it.
Yep, there's a lot of crazy things going on. Was it Caveman that was talking about when he brushed his teeth and then he used cranberry juice and then sloshed his mouth around with the cranberry juice and spit it into a glass? I forget who it was last night. I'm sorry I apologize for me forgetting who said that last night, but it was
His jaw
bizarre.
fell off.
They were looking at they could see like fibers gathering together on their own. And that was pretty bizarre. It was just some weird shit. And I mentioned your FPV. I mentioned you doing your cotton swab. I think I missed a part though when I mentioned it because I was a little out of it. But when it was very, like you said, it was raining or dusty out. What was it, raining? Or was it...
the sky. It was in UK. Yeah, the sky went red. Hold on, I'll play the video if you want. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, if you want. And you went and you did your own little experiment, and you looked at the stuff in under the microscope, and you saw these fibers, these red and blue fibers.
That's on me.
I think that was pretty wild too. Like, ugh. So like, when someone says, "Do you want to do the experiment and see what's in your mouth?" When they said that last night, I was on Shill Scanner's channel. Shout out to Shill. Shout out to all the crew. Yeah, I was just kind of creeped out. Like, oh man, I don't want to know what the hell's going on in there, man. Freaking me out now. And it is a horror movie. We said that before, FPV. So, yeah, no, man. Cats, you've been inundated in Arizona. Maybe you should do the test. Do you remember they were talking about that last night?
Yeah. I remember. I should do the test. There's a lot of tests that we should do. Especially people that don't believe you, what you're saying, or you're misleading them. We should just show them proof that what we do, who we are.
We had Gold Others last night. We had Who's Your Flatty. We had FaZe. We had Shill Scanner, myself, Cat Eyes. Who else was on there? Jibby Jedi. Who am I missing? Who else was on there?
There you go, guys, if you want to see this.
Yep.
Monday, October the 16th, 2017. We noticed the sky was red this day. Reported all over UK. Mainstream reported it as sand from the Sahara, but the wind wasn't blowing in the right direction for the Sahara to be blowing sand all over UK, so I suspect it was a chemtrail dump. of some red substance, or you could see there. The sun doesn't look right. There's like a red sky around it, red haze. That's what everyone was seeing. The sky was like red. That's a small Nikon camera. Pretty good detail, though. So this was sometime in the afternoon. In the same evening, I took a swab off my car windscreen. I thought I'll have a look to see if it was sand. It was supposed to be sand everywhere. According to be sunny, seen sand on the car, but I don't think it was sand. So anyway, I got a swab and brought it indoors and put it under my microscope. I've got one of those stick-type microscopes, and this is what was revealed. I was expecting to see sand and such, but it doesn't look like sand. It started seeing these fibers in this, red and bluey kind of coloured fibers. You'll see them in here, and some clear ones. And when I showed the videos, a few guys in the States straight away says, that's Magellan's, that's what causes Magellan's. There, you can see one there, like a bluey, purpley coloured one. And that, straight away, that's what someone said. I think it was Matt Jerome. There's a red one. You'll also see clear ones. I didn't expect to see this in my car windscreen, or windshield as you guys would call it. But, just a simple test you can do yourself. Get a cheap USB microscope, plug it into your computer and have a look at things. There, look at that strand there. So yeah, that was on my car windscreen. It should not be there. So I suspect that's what was dumped all over the UK that day, this material. Or it was there before, and the red stuff was something else that we haven't seen. But that was my little USB microscope looking around at it to see what was on the, this was just a little swab on a bit of tissue. So you expect to see a bit of dirt and things, but yeah, weird looking stuff there. Especially those strand things, the ones they identified as what causes Magellan's, or Magellans, how would you pronounce it? You seen that okay, yeah?
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
Oh yeah, handy little thing you can do yourself. You run a little bit of research, if you've got one of the USB microscopes. Take a sample now and then, just have a look what's there. When my youngest son, he distills water, when he's done it, I usually have a look in the mess that's left over. It's usually like a white powder. But recently, there's been tiny little black things in this white powder that never used to be there. I haven't got the microscope zoom to see what it is. It's that tiny, but there's lots of it. You can see it. I need a stronger microscope to actually get any detail of what it is. And that's that's from your tap water. That shouldn't be there either. So yeah, I would really know if you can afford one of these cheap USB microscopes off eBay or some site, grab one. All that there just from one little swab on my car windscreen. They look like parts of leaves and things and dirt.
Yeah. Some of it is dirt. You can see
so
it.
You can't miss those strands, can you? Those coloured strands, and especially them longer, clearer ones.
Yeah, those strands there. You see them in other videos also. I mean, I guess you would have to do more tests on those samples that you have there to really be definitive. But I mean, visually, it looks like the crap that's been going on, and you get this stuff after this desert.
Well, I detained them for questioning, but they're maintaining radio silence still.
So hold on,
they don't want to they're not communicating yet.
You guys get the sands from the Sahara?
No, we don't. No, that was the official excuse for the red sky. I think what they really done was the chemtrail that put the sky red.
But has that ever been told before? Has it been said that this happens?
Yes, it has. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure sand was. There has been sand here before, but and there might be some. There might be some among this. But when you look at the day this in question, I looked at the wind directions. There was no way on earth could sand got to UK from the Sahara on that day. Looking at the wind, we do look at the weather maps and things with this research. And I looked at the weather map and I thought, well, no way can we get sand from the Sahara here. You would see it there if there was sand all over my car windscreen. You'd see lots of it in this video. And you've seen all kinds of stuff but sand, really.
All right. Has anybody ever reported these sands coming from the Saharas as a child or any time in your...
I remember it mentioned once before. That's it, you know. So in my lifetime, I'm aware of twice that it's been mentioned, but it could have been a lot more than that for a while now. I'm looking at that now. My whole car could be infested with this stuff. Well, I personally think everyone's already got it. Morgellons. It's looking at the scale of how people are reporting it. I think it's everywhere, and I think most people is going to be affected with it, if not all. Get one of these USB microscopes and check your scalp. You'll see them red and blue strands under your skin, I would imagine, if you've got it. So yeah, it does pay to keep up with research and learn what they're dropping on us and learn how to countermeasure it. I do watch and listen to people, with remedies for this Morgellons and other things, just in case you need them one day. Like I say, I think everyone's got it, but it seems to be dormant in everyone from going by other people's reports. And then again, you see some other people having adverse reactions. I don't know if it is to this or something else. Apparently, mainstream put it down as, it's in your head. That swab off my car is not in my head. That's real. So yeah, these people that are going to doctors and wasting huge amounts of money, getting sent for tests here and there, they're not going to admit what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're seeing, they're told to keep quiet about it and fob it off. But yeah, clearly there's something going on in the background, isn't there? Looking at this.
Wonder what it's like over there in where Katz is.
Yeah, you haven't got a clue what they're dropping on them, what's being sprayed in them sky. You have no idea. Yeah, if you get the chance of a cheap USB microscope, buy one. Just have a look at things yourself.
She's not the only...
Make a video and share it. People will soon tell you what it is.
There's a few flat earthers in Arizona. Mr. Thrive and Survive is out there, and a couple other...
Yeah, Richard seems to be pretty good with reporting and keeping up to date with politics and things, doesn't he?
And they've all said the same thing, that they get really inundated there. It's like a place that's it's so prevalent. I mean, I know it's prevalent everywhere, but it just seems the people that I know that live there that are aware of chemtrailing, they say it's just like constant. It's just constant. Over here we have we'll get a few days on and then it'll be a couple days off, and then it's not like over there. Don't know why.
Does anyone else here, done tests they got themselves or took samples or anything to get magnified and look into?
I have not, but that's a good idea because you can get those little microscopes for pretty cheap at the store, can't you?
Yeah, probably about $10, $15. I think, in dollar terms, mine probably cost about that price off eBay. It was UK pounds, but I'm sure it was only about £10 or £15,
right?
Which would be similar in dollars nowadays, like $10, $15. So it's like a pen-shaped microscope. You can focus it. It's got a built-in LED light you can turn up and down. Yeah, it's good for the price.
Yeah, so we all should start investing in that and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm almost afraid to find out what is going on. The nanotechnology, the
deadlock.
Yeah, it's It's a freaking horror movie, man. Sure, why not? Well, maybe we should look into. More people should research it and do what you did, FPV.
Yeah, even for yourself, even for your own uses or peace of mind. If they're spraying something on you, it's wise to know what it is and learn how to combat it.
Yeah, I think Jibby was gonna do some experiment with the snow. I don't know if that ever happened. I forgot to ask him that the other day. Even last night, he was on the panel with us, and I think Dre Midas did a test with the snow also. But
I've seen a snow one. Yeah, some guy scooped some off a chair in his backyard. Just an inch or so off the top, so he didn't scrape anything off the bottom. Put it in the glass and watched it melt, and he put a magnet in it and pulled a hell of a lot of metal particles out of that little pieces of snow. It said in the title, "Do not let your kids eat snow," and rightly so. If they spray chemtrail in snow and kids do pick it up and eat it, I mean, animals eat it as well, don't they? So, yeah, it's wise to put warnings up like that. Don't let your kids eat the snow because the chemtrail in it, it's resting on the top of it. Yeah, more horrors.
Yeah.
I saw a video once where somebody took a lighter to the snow and it melted, and like plastic though, not melted like water. It's kind of weird.
Plastic snow. Oh my god.
I remember seeing it. It was a while ago.
But believable as well, yeah. I looked at this one chemtrail video. It mentioned BPA plastics. Oh no, it wasn't chemtrails. It was food. How they contaminate food, even though it gets past all the quality measures. And it's the plastics that are the case. Wrap it in. BPA plastics, it's called, and it leaches into the food, and over time it affects your joints. So there's a reason why people get sore joints in their older age. It's the plastics leaching into the food. This program suggested, well, this video.
Yeah, it's the BPA that's over feminizing the children. Girls, boys.
Same with food, soya.
Mm-hmm.
Soya is apparently feminized to make guys a bit more feminine. What the hell?
Yeah, they say soy, it's known to raise estrogen in male and female bodies.
And look at how, the girls they're developing younger.
And they say that, but this is just what they're saying. This is what mainstream medicine is saying, that it's probably the cause for breast cancer. But probably, yes, it's probably from chemtrails and in the water and whatnot. The things you're talking about getting you another way, or through vaccines. And then it's like a time bomb. They give you a particular vaccine. Women are triggered a certain way. And when they get older, they form some sort of cancer in their body, or even male. Prostate cancer in men, breast cancer in women. That seems to be very common these days, especially in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
it's definitely all this hormones, milk, and everything. It's everything. It really is a combination of everything.
Yeah, my mom had breast cancer 3 times at lumps and had them removed.
Yeah.
She was young the first time, like 16.
Yeah. My sister at like 31, 32.
Yeah, she had it around then too. But she had it before we were even born. So it's crazy.
Midnight Gardener in chat says, "Has Jimbo gone to bed? He sounded a bit cranky on the last stream." I wouldn't say cranky. Midnight Gardener is since he started learning research with us and seeing this bigger picture and seeing all the lies and what's been hidden. Yeah, he's got a right to be angry. He will react like that for a while. He'll settle down. Yeah, he'll get over it as you do. You get over it and move on. Yeah,
Well, he knew it too. He was.
He's expressing expressing himself. That's all. Yeah, and he's welcome to it.
We all go. Listen. Sometimes we all of us go on rants and go crazy and whatnot. And he was starting to load up, and he was like, stop.
It's like when you find flat Earth, you know, you go through a little anger stage there. You think, what? They've been lying to me and my kids. You know, there is an anger stage, but you know, flat Earth's just the tip of the iceberg. You've got all this technological underworld and everything to look into now. You know, like I said, tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more going on than just it being flat.
Yeah, there's so many different things when it comes to flat Earth. Yeah, like I said, it really does encompass all conspiracies and all collusions and I mean everything. It really does. So, I mean, you get to flat Earth, and then there's all these different things, and you learn more about the lie that you learn more about the lie also. You know.
Yeah, I don't mind him, you know, expressing himself like that. I mean, one has a little rant now and then, but you know, it's fair comment. Why not? You know, everyone feels disappointed and let down by mainstream, you know, the mainstream narrative. It's just fantasy talk. Well, they loot and plunder the creator's workings. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna drop out for now.
Okay, yeah. I think.
You got it, one.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Catch you later.
All right, night.
Good night.
We're probably missing out on lots of good videos and all kinds of stuff.
It just, you know, it seems like everyone's consumed by the Tesla car in space. I mean, we're ridiculing it, and it's been broken down. There's all these, there's so much fakery. It's just, oh my god, and you know, we've all gone down that road. We did it last night also, and you know, they're just rubbing it in people's faces, you know.
Yeah, I actually went to Ken Wheeler's channel. He was on one night, and you know, I just went to listen in. He was in the news on magnetism and things like that, and he actually brought it up about the car and how ridiculous it was.
Yeah, but what it's doing is it's reassuring them that the mass population is that ignorant.
It's pretty
and that
dumb.
they'll believe what they see. They believe it. And there's, I mean, most of all these fanboys are all like, we're going to go to Mars. It's all these NASA fanboys, the same people. It's just reassuring the powers that be that the mass population is that ignorant and that stupid, and they're going to buy it. And you guys, look at the numbers. Look at how many people are viewing these stupid live streams. It's just like, what? How come they're not getting porn bombed? Shit. What the hell's going on here, man? You know? Go, you know, PMARS or somebody, go get them, man. Lottie, why don't you P-bombing those folks? You know, it's just, I don't know, man.
That'd be good, that. They'll be just Tyson live getting porn bombed.
Yeah, right. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where. Well, what do you think? FPV?
About space car.
Yeah,
I can't even keep a straight face.
I know.
Space car.
It
My God. Oh, you know, there was next an armchair, space chair. Where does it end? People believe. Are you telling me people actually believe there's a real car in space?
That's what I'm telling you. It's reassuring to them. These people are retarded. I'm telling you. They're that dumb. They're that freaking stupid.
So they've got a 2D hologram of a car as well as ISS now. It's going to be crowded up there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Can't see it from balloons.
It's supposed to be going to Mars or some craziness.
Space car to Mars. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. And then last night, I think it was on Shield Scanners last night. They had the freaking moon behind the car as the car was, still, going
What
away
kind
from.
of mile per gallon are we talking here?
Shit. Oh
You
man,
can see the moon, the Earth on the helmet, how small it is. So that's done too.
Oh, it gets cheaper and cheaper, doesn't it? They must
Yeah.
be running out of stuff to use. The kitchen
One
sink
of those
there.
chat rooms, you say this is fake as, and then like 30 or 40 of them nerds would be like, no, it's not. Yes, bro.
What are
I'm
you
just
guys
having a
talking
laugh.
about?
I'm laughing about the space car.
Oh,
Didn't really
that's,
want to go there, but
well, I mean, like the tires, it should be melted or something. It's like it's leather, right? Whatever it is.
the tires.
The rubber, yeah, be burning by now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like the heat should like disintegrate it by now. Like the metal, okay, whatever, but at least the tires or the interior. Hello, that's leather too, probably.
Well, what about the paint on the vehicle? How's that
Yeah.
paint with absolute zero?
It's
See,
like
they
this.
weren't.
It's like the same. Please finish us off. We run out of stuff to put into space.
Yeah, but I was saying, Crow, basically that it's just reassuring, the establishment that the mass population is that stupid that they actually
yeah.
buy it real,
Oh,
and
oh,
it's
oh.
like, yeah, we're
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yo,
to do
yeah,
much
that's
damage
what it is.
Look how
We're
many people
test-
still buy our shit, right?
We're
exactly.
testing these idiots to see how brainwashed they are.
Yep.
Because if they accept this, then they're gonna accept when we land on Mars. Just wait, because
That's
it's just gonna happen, and it's
They're
so easy.
accepting- Yep.
Yeah, because they are accepting. Yep, I agree.
accepting that,
Richard Branson can't get near space yet. They can put a car in space.
Yeah, one of the richest persons, right. He has so much money and he can't do it, but yet all of a sudden, let's put a car. Oh, so frustrating.
We're on the air ticket to the moon. Give us a guided tour with a 360 cam on the roof.
Yeah, that GIMP wants to die on Mars. Did you guys hear about that?
What kid?
Who?
That GIMP, Elon Musk.
He wants to die on Mars.
Yeah. It was a quote somewhere in one of these articles that he said that. Been quoted saying that. He's
Nice.
freaking up.
It is so frustrating that people believe this.
God, he's such a fake. He's shilling for NASA.
Another thing was like the Earth was small on the helmet, the reflection, but it was big on the reflection of the car. How does that work, right? That don't make sense. If you look at the helmet, the Earth was so small. But yet on the reflection of the car, on the side of the car, it was huge and wide, right? Stretching is like whatever.
Yeah.
And yet when the car goes behind it, you'll see the Earth. It's still big.
Mhm.
So it's like, which one is it?
Mhm.
Is it? It's just so silly. I can't take this no more.
Yeah.
I blame FPV. I blame him. I need to blame somebody.
Yeah. But,
we offer you an alternative reality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can talk to you. I can't talk to them, so I got to take out on somebody. You're it.
there you go.
Yeah. It's just
Hit
frustrating.
me with your best car.
Yeah. Like no rear view mirror, nothing. Just everything about that is just annoying.
I want to know the mile per gallon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Like, where's the pit stops?
Is it a taxi or what kind of car is it? A taxi.
Yeah.
Space taxi.
Yeah. Somebody was saying like how ironic they use the word Tesla. Now, why would they use Tesla?
Yeah,
Why-
I don't think Tesla would be happy with that.
Exactly, and that's like a rub in the face, right?
Mhm.
Like, ha, we beat him. We won the battle, or whatever they were trying to get. Made him poor, die poor, whatever, and all of a sudden, They
Yeah,
want to kill.
it tells me he knew how it works, and he probably helped them on certain projects, but he didn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
way Dad died through it. That makes sense to me. He didn't want anything to do with it, with the lies they were creating.
Hey,
And,
Crow.
and his statements say that, don't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Yeah.
Hey, Crow. They can't see your icon. They can hear you, but they can't see your icon. Could you just jump out and then jump back in?
He's in stealth mode.
They need to see my icon. Huh? Okay, I'll be right back. Is that how it's gonna be?
The Invisible Man. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's just so many the bubbles. There's just
I
so many.
haven't watched the space
God.
car one yet. I haven't had time. I've been too busy doing my own research, but I'm not even going to look. I know I'd be disappointed.
Yeah. Like I said, they don't have to worry about damage control for, flat Earth and whatnot. If they got the mass population buying into that shit, or everybody believes everything Neil deGrasse
Well,
said.
I think with flat Earth, there'd be lots of kids in school of all ages now debating this. It's not just restricted to YouTube and adults on here, is it? There's got to be kids debating flat Earth at schools now, surely.
Yeah, like that should I would love to see that happening. That'd be great. They won't the curriculum won't give the kids the option of having two different models. They're not going to present the geocentric model and give the kids the option to see what they did believe or what they thought was real, or however they want to word it, because it is semantics and wordplay and all that shit when they do that, and what they have now as with the ball. So that one, I don't think that's ever going to happen. It's going to happen with people like us. We're going to just have to tell our own friends and family and work from there. Worry about them. Ace McLeod said that, and I agree. If we can just put more energy into our family and our closest friends and get them to see that they've been lied to and everything they've been taught is the deception, as far as, the science that we know, like the heliocentric model and whatnot. We'll probably get somewhere if we can start working on them. I mean, it's great that we're all getting together.
I look in people's streams now and see adults debating the globe, and I just really do burst out laughing. I think there's still adults out there believe they live on a spinning ball.
Yeah.
I can't help it, you think, wow, how switched off are these people? How dumbed down have they become? So, they're not even. It tells you they're not even looking at the evidence at hand, and there's lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's gone through these people's minds?
Yep. It's good though. I mean, it's good having these hangouts. We haven't really been doing them as much. But Cats wanted to go out after this little session with James and his Titanic, or I'm sorry, his Titans. His what would you call it? His new interest, his newfound interest in that.
Yeah, his eyes are open now. He can see how it works.
Yeah.
He's not blind. Yeah, he's fully on board with this research, understands it, and can help progress it. As his breakdown of the mechanisms of the sun working showed you. He knows what he's looking at. Good guy to have on board.
Yeah.
Hey, Scarecrow. We still can't see his avatar in
the
watch page. Yeah, I can see him here. Watch page is missing. Are you there, Scarecrow?
Yes, I am.
Stealth mode.
Can't see me. I'm in a high bird view.
Yeah, the guys in chat. Well, I can't see it now. You look at the watch page, you're not there.
I just realized we're live. What up, guys?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy. I think Ace is right. Just talk to people that you know. I mean, it's gonna be hard to. It's not like, we had the power to, affect 1 million people. So just work on your community, your friends and family.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just like the way when he said that. It was in Discord, and he said that. I don't know. I think it was just in the thread there, and I totally was like, you know what, man, that makes a lot of sense because we do put a lot of energy here. Imagine if we could just put that kind of energy into our, into our like our local community, just like with folks around us, like flat smacking them or just working on our family and just getting them to see that they've been lied to and whatnot. Just everything, the collusion and everything, and chemtrails. Come on, you guys know the whole enchilada. Get them to see it, but of course it's one thing at a time. Of course, you can't get them all, to wake up all in one shot. But I think it's a good thing, definitely.
Well, you keep putting the contents out, and sooner or later they'll come across it. There's lots now, isn't there? Lots of flat Earth stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Imagine coming into flat Earth now. I mean, I've been looking for over 2 years, but imagine coming into it now. All the information at hand and videos. It's a plethora of things to get through. A lot of it confusing as well. But yeah, the ball's dead, isn't it? It's been dead for years for me. It took me 5 minutes to convert to flat Earth, and then over the last year or so, I've been doing my own research and figuring it out myself. So, did you watch the Shock and Awe video then, Scarecrow? The one we did on Friday?
Yeah, I watched. I think about an hour, and then I got distracted. But
Oh,
yeah, it's amazing stuff. I like so out of my element though. I mean, like as like the green. I forgot what you were saying. The energy that was pulling the sun. I think it was you were saying like a cone, right? You were saying like it was like a cone.
yeah, Jimbo mentioned there's a cone like up to the sun, which gives you that crepuscular ray effect. He's probably right. You look at the crepuscular rays, it's probably the magnetic field below the sun.
Yeah, because something's pulling it, and that's from the. I forgot what he was saying the green line was, but yeah, it was very interesting.
Because you could also see those rays of light in the ocean when it's in the water. So, where's the light coming from? Is it coming from the sun or from below, or is it just
the magnetic field in between? I think. Yeah, remember the image we showed from Ceres' magnetic data, and it showed like pyramid-shaped arrays going across the land masses of magnetic data. I think that's probably what they create the crepuscular rays, that magnetic field,
right
between the sun and the ground.
We're back. This is a great topic. The sun's always awesome. I don't know if you caught what he was saying earlier, Crow, about how the sun works on the square map and how it's sort of going through a portal. But do you want to get him up to speed on that again?
Like Jimbo said, portal's an older word. You'd have to retranslate that as a gate. Portal translates as a gate, so it's a gate. Electrical gate is the best description for it. That's what Jimbo said to use gate, not a portal. It makes more sense.
Because I remember he was. Yeah, I remember he was saying something about the Book of Enoch and how pretty much it's kind of like a window, like gates. You were saying it's kind of like a window going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I'll lean with that. We've got two ways we can look at it, where it's moved by coil below ground, like through the particle accelerator of what CERN would be a copy of, or it's something in the sky, and the halos in the sky are, electromagnetically trapping it as like a vertical and horizontal hold and moving it around. That's the effect I see it doing. So yeah, I do think it's something in the sky. Like Jimbo said, it's some kind of a signal sent across the sky and electromagnetically trapped and manipulated. Because we've seen footage from Neumea cameras, before they started using the green screen, of weird sun behavior, which, it would suggest it was, when you watch it, there's no weight or mass to that sun. The way it could throw it around the sky, what we've seen in those cameras, there's no weight or mass to that. It's something that it's manipulating electromagnetics.
And obviously, the sun had the same speed, unlike the the moon's slower, but so
it's only got the same speed as it's going around these halos. If it's not on the halo, it's like a rocket. And we've seen a few captures of it rocketing across the sky. But yeah, there's obviously a couple of halos down here and there. There was a web camera over Australia recording it jumping across the sky, and I would say there's probably a halo down in that region, and it's jumping across to get to the next one. And we've seen similar behavior on the Antarctic cameras as well.
Yeah. It's so fascinating.
Yeah, he had an explanation for the Arctic sun. I don't know if you could explain that part, FPV. I know you went over this with James a lot, and I mean maybe you can word it, because it was a lot to.
Jimbo says every day's a new sun, but that's not always the case, because during the Antarctic 24-hour sun, which we know exists, it seems to be recycling it at that time of year for some reason up in the north. There's no, looking at the grid and the overlays, there's no reason why that can't happen in the south, but clearly it's not, because they're having to fake 24-hour Antarctic sun. So it would be my guess that it's there in the background is they're trying to reroute the one that's switched off to go back into the south. If it did go into the south originally, why isn't it now? Why are they having to fake it? So yeah, the 24-hour sun, it's obviously recycled. It'll send it up past Alaska. It'll arc round to the right and then get recycled back across the face of the world again, basically. Back here. It's not going straight across. If the halos weren't there, it would be going straight and rapid. Because they're there, it's got a few, like a waveform pattern to it as it goes across the face of the world. And it's like, there's two stages to it. There's 24-hour sun, which it seems to be recycling the same sun. And then there's other times of the year, like now, where it just kills it stone dead and it starts all over again. As described by Enoch, it'll start back in the fourth portal in the, as Enoch described, he said it would start in the fourth portal in the east and set in the fourth portal in the west. So it'd be the fourth gate in the east and fourth in the west. Some kind of a cycle between these gates. There's 6 gates, it seems. And over the course of the year, it's moving up and down these gates, creating the seasons. 3 in the north, 3 in the south. With your equator being right at the centre.
Yeah, because it's not gonna go like say gate 1 and also on gate 4. It's gonna do a cycle. It's gonna go through a cycle.
Yeah,
just like through the seasons. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's programmed in clearly, because it's just over and over in the same thing. I mean, I showed on Friday. I don't know if you've seen the 1,000 years of eclipses. How can you predict 1,000 years of eclipses in a dynamically changing globe environment? It's ridiculous. They know the program, they know how it works, and that's how they can predict these so accurately. And when I speeded that footage up, and you could actually see the path of the sun, then how it manipulates it going across the face of the world. It's no longer a straight line; it's got like a waveform pattern to it, where it's being manipulated. And you've seen the halos in the sky yourselves. I'm pretty sure by now these what they call sun dogs.
Sun dogs, yeah.
You've seen
I wanted to. I haven't seen one in person, but I've seen friends I talked to showed me their pictures. So I can't wait to just be witness it for myself too.
You got your new toy, so
I know I got my new toy now. I'm gonna be looking everywhere, son. Right? It's pretty cold right now, so I ain't gonna try not to look outside.
Yeah, FPV. He just got a P900.
Ooh, Scarecrow.
Yep.
Nice. Team up with Stan's P900 crew. I think there's 20, 30 people on that. They'll give you all the best.
But I don't use Facebook though.
No, it's not Facebook. It's like the back chats in here. It's on Gmail. We've got a P900 group.
Oh, I thought it was
Stan Smith. You'll have seen Stan around. Stan's at Foxy, Cosmic Surfer, P900 Stan. There's lots of people in there. They're all P900 owners, and they all give each other tips.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to do that. Yeah, as long as it's not Facebook, I'm.
Yeah, it's not Facebook. It's the Hangouts.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset. I was telling Trouter just a while ago. I gotta wait like 2 weeks to get the full
I can add,
moon.
if you give me your email address on the group chat there, I can add you. And then just looking at your own leisure and read.
Yeah,
You can
I'll
scroll
do
back,
that.
have a read through. They're making their own filters as well to record the sunspots.
Yes.
Best filter I've seen is the Mylar one Sandra's just started using. You made their own little Mylar and it looks perfect.
Because I'm scared to. It's like I'm not gonna point that baby up there until I have a filter that protects it. So yeah, definitely don't want to ruin the camera. So I got a UV filter right now, so I gotta be gentle with it. But I can get like sunset and sunrise, but not mid sun is gonna be hard to get right now. So yeah, I gotta make one or even find somebody that knows how to do it.
Have you used it yet then, or still in the box, gathering dust? He's thinking about it. Have you used it yet, Scarecrow?
Yeah, I have used it. I was a couple of days ago. There was the moon was about 19%, and I tried to use it, but there was a glare on my screen. Like it was just brand new, and so I got flustered, and so I didn't take the picture of the moon. But yeah, yeah, I've been using it, trying to get the hang of it. I had a Canon camera probably about 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm kind of familiar with some of the modes and stuff, but
I'm impressed with the digital zoom it's got as well. You know, you got the 83 times zoom.
Yeah, and then
it's pretty good by itself, and then use the digital one.
Yes,
that's still very good detail of that digital one. Sandra's been zooming in on the sunspots using hers, and yeah, very good imagery.
Yeah, I was watching her videos, and it just it's weird, like color, the orange. When I look outside, it doesn't look orange, but when you zoom in,
that's the Mylar filter.
Yeah.
She used she did buy some, popular ones, and they didn't turn out as good as the Mylar. It's not showing the detail. Mylar is Mylar's the better one if you want to see the sunspots. So yeah, I mean that works out cheap.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just excited for the moon. I want to look at that moon. I gotta build my crow moon theory up. I only got a couple, so I gotta just build it up because I'm gonna have a little celebration. Shatter the whole spectrum of this matrix that y'all under.
This construct that we've been talking about.
Yeah, and don't believe the naysayers. They don't think the crow moon exists. The crow moon's theory exists, but it does. So have faith. Hold on.
I know of the crow.
Oh, you know one. Yeah, you do know one.
One. And last night I could not divulge information. I was sworn to secrecy with you, and I can't do that to you, brother. I took an oath. Yeah.
Loyalty. That.
Yep.
But yeah, it's so fascinating. Love just like
this. Crow?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. They want you to rap for them in chat.
What?
Yeah. Rap. Just sang a lot.
I don't know.
Go for it.
No, I think I'm coming down with a sore throat.
They all say that.
Who's asking him to do that, yo? What?
That stuff, Eric.
You see that video there? That's one of Sandra's. You can see the sunspots clearly there.
Now, what do you think those sunspots are like?
Oof, no idea.
I was watching a Phuket Word video
random.
And they do rotate. Those sunspots rotate, kind of like whatever those things are on the moon. They do clockwise, so it's pretty interesting. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, Karen B showed us that video once. Remember?
I put the rotation to it going from one halo to another. It's obviously rotating slightly as it's leaving one and going to another. Going around wheels, from the edge of wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crow, they
That
went
one
to
there,
the lab.
that one there, the sunspot on the right in UK over the space of 3 hours, it rotated down a few degrees. Yeah, some good imagery coming in off the sunspot and P900 groups. You know, I'm part of in the hangout there, and every day they're posting nice footage and images in there. So yeah, it's a nice privilege, you know, looking in and seeing nice imagery like this. And they are helping out, you know. We're using it to try and see if it's the same sun or if there's two suns. That was the original thing for it.
Yeah, have they tried to everybody take picture of the moon at the same time? Did they try that or no? Or for those that can't see, I guess.
Yeah, they do sync shots depending
Yeah.
on as long as the weather permits. Yeah, they are doing that.
That's pretty cool.
That's
definitely will try to join.
Crow. Hey,
That's
Crow.
something Stan's
What up?
doing.
Hey, Crow.
What up?
They want to say this. Ask that if it's okay, I clone a few of his songs on my channel while he is here. If it's okay, in other words.
Yeah.
He-
Yeah, please do.
Copyright
about
strike
4
tomorrow.
months ago. He said it was about 4 months ago. He
Uh.
said he emailed you and you never got back to him. So.
Oh yeah, I was gone probably on a hiatus.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely give you my email and sign me up. I can definitely learn. I'm just excited, especially when the weather, you know, permits. And I learned that you really don't have to be on the beach. You can even be a little bit outside of the beach to get, you know.
Oh yeah, it's not just about globe busting either, is it? You know, I like the zoom on it. It doesn't matter what you're looking at, an awesome zoom on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah, have some fun with that zoom. Even the aircraft ones, people zooming on an aircraft, you get really good detail at some distance as well.
oh
So,
yeah,
really
I
impressive.
haven't thought about doing an airplane. I haven't done. Oh, yeah.
Steady hand required.
Oh, skill.
So now, if you ever get nice footage and it's a bit shaky and you really want to keep it or stabilize it, let me know. I can stabilize video.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I'll show you one. Hold on.
Yeah, I try to when I record, I try to make sure like I'm using something as a leverage to hold my arm instead of holding the camera and the weight of it. I use like something to, you know, keep my elbows up and just get a good tight so it doesn't shake. Because I know I have to get used to that. So did they reach Mars yet? Anybody? Or have they passed the moon yet, the car?
Some hitchhikers slowed them down, I think.
Wasn't it just passing the moon last night?
That's Venus there.
You gotta check it. You gotta check right now. I'm sure they're doing the live feed still. Freaking joke, man.
Yeah,
they should just have a clown. You just put a clown in that car. I mean, put Ronald McDonald's in there and just, you know.
Hey, look! I just said they go past Venus.
Yeah. You have to go look.
Yeah,
That's
this footage
supposed to
here
be
is,
Venus,
yeah, I stabilized this for the ham. It's the ham's footage. He recorded this on a aircraft flight at night. This is Venus from about 36,000 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, you get a totally different perspective on stars and planets and such from altitude. There's some star ones after this. Keep watching.
I thought it was it looked like a comet for a second. Whoa.
And that's it. That's me stabilizing it. You know, when it goes off screen, when it blanks out, it's too much to stabilize. You know, it's gone off screen. I can only stabilize as long as you can keep it on in the viewfinder. I can stabilize it and keep it in the center. As you can see there, look, it grabbed. I can manipulate it and keep it where it needs to be as long as it's in the frame. So don't worry about a bit of shake. If it's nice footage and you want it stabilized, just let me know.
That's great that he he did that. That's so high.
Yeah,
That
yeah. I
he
want
got
more
the
people.
opportunity.
I want to see more of this. You know, people flying at night
Yeah,
should be taking the
there you
P900 and
go.
get them stars.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
do look awesome from altitude. And you know, of course, planets. There's Venus. You don't expect to see that shape, do you? Actually, when
Yeah,
the
I was watching.
chemtrail, when the chemtrailing, you do see it that shape sometimes, which really suggests it's not that far away. It's in our atmosphere.
What's up, Josh?
Yo, what's up, guys?
You still setting up your OBS?
Hey, Josh.
Dude, I'm still screwing with it. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
You got to set all these parameters and stuff for it.
Yeah, dude, I've never actually used it before, so no idea. But like for instance, something that popped up right now, I went to go hop on the hangout with you guys right now, and I noticed that my camera was off, and it says camera not working. I don't get that. Doesn't make any sense. And I think maybe it's because I still have the OBS program up and running right now.
Yeah, you know, you should ask Jamie or Pancho
Well,
P.
actually, Danny was helping me right now.
Rosado?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
And then he actually hopped on another call on another channel he was supposed to be on. And I've been sitting here trying to mess with it, trying to do other things. I want to actually, so if I exit out of this, it's not going to like completely make me start from scratch again, is it?
FPV, you know anything about OBS?
Sorry, what was the question, John?
I was just wondering if when I exit out of OBS right now, if it was going to, if I click back on it, if it's going to take me back to where I was, or if, like when you're doing OBS, do you have to save your work before you exit out of it, or does it basically like update it as you go?
Streaming into your channel, you mean? You're streaming into your channel, yeah?
Well, not right now. I'm not streaming this into my channel.
So I'm not sure what the question is then.
No. It's because Nope, I just answered my own question. Don't worry, I'm good.
Awesome.
Did you guys see Jibby's video on the Sonic Boom?
Actually, I've been working with him that video, but the night before he did that video, me and him were going over the landing footage and stuff. And yeah, dude, some good stuff, right?
That's a star you're looking at there, guys, if you're wondering what that is. That's a star. Not a space car.
It looks like a sword.
If this work now.
Do you guys remember seeing that photographer?
These are stars. Someone's asking in chat. Suzette Ann. That's a star. These are stars photographed from onboard aircraft with the P900. And I've stabilized them for a guy called the Ham. These are stars, and the one at the start was Venus. Yeah, carry on, Troy.
There was a photographer. He would shoot these images with his telescope using with the camera. These things look like transformers. I forgot the name of the guy. Is anybody familiar with that? I don't remember the name of the guy. Darn it. But he had some really, I mean, I don't know if it was CGI or what, but he had stuff that looked like large starships or whatnot, and they would literally like transform. But maybe they were stars just going through a cycle, and they're just up there, and that's probably what he was shooting. I don't know. I was reaching there. Sorry.
So, Scarecrow, you were talking about those, the sonic booms and stuff that Jibby was talking about. Well,
yeah, go back to that. Yeah.
The footage of the videos that we were watching that night, and the footage that Jibby was showing.
Yeah.
The night me and him were talking, we were trying to figure out where the hell they would have been filmed from, right? Because, like, the first footage that he shows, it looks almost like it's up on a hill, because it looks really high compared to where the rockets and everything are. And then I actually ended up finding out, I took the time and I found out where the hell all these people were filming from. And yeah, dude, these aren't amateur people at all.
Yeah, that's right. Gosh, I was with you on that. I'm sorry. I do remember that, but go ahead.
Yeah, dude, they were not at all amateurs. As a matter of fact, let me try to pull this up real quick. Let me see if I can Nope, you don't want you. I need to find my screenshots. I was messing around on Google Earth and able to tell where the heck these guys were standing. Oh, there it is. Okay, so
See, now that looks like the, you know, when you draw stars, you know, those pointy stars, 5 stars, whatever. Almost like that. Almost. Oh.
Well, that looks like a transformer dude, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not what you expect to see, is it at all?
It reminds me of that photography I was talking about.
Or it looks like an angel. Look, it looks like if you pause it right there, it looks like foot. Look at the foot. Legs. There's a head on top. Oh wow, that looks like an angel. I don't know.
Could be a plastic figure as well. He's like got a stand there for his feet. See it?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow,
so,
that's a good one. That's a good one right there. I like that.
Yeah, I want to see more stars from altitude. Me, you know, imagine having a catalogue of all these from altitude. It'd look amazing.
Yeah, I want the, if you can, when you get time, put that link to that video on the chat. That's amazing. Oh, it's from your computer drive?
That square box is that square box.
It looks like legs.
That square box is me tracking it, you know, trying to keep it in frame.
Oh,
Sometimes
wow.
it's been off frame. Yeah. I can't do it about that, but yeah, I do my best to keep it in frame. That's what's keeping it still. So how it works is I put a crosshair on the light source or whatever it was you want me to track, and then it adds a second camera into the scene, and this second camera emulates all the camera movement you made, thereby keeping the target in the frame as long as it's in the viewfinder. Clever software, and it, you know, it does a good job, as you can see there.
Yeah.
Talking heavy.
So all credit to that footage is from the ham.
Yeah, Josh, what was that?
I'm sorry, I'm talking out loud while I'm typing. My bad. Here we go. So here they are landing. All right, so see this? I was able to take what this looked like And where my pictures? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see that, mate.
Yeah, I don't think they can see us. The people out there, I don't know if they can see it. For some reason, me and you are not showing in the main hangout.
Really?
I guess I just noticed that. I know they said it earlier, but I just noticed that you aren't either.
But yeah, so can you guys see this right here?
We can see it, but I don't think everybody in the chat can see it.
Yeah, Katz needs to present him.
Katz, you still there?
I think she said a minute ago that she'd be right back.
Doesn't give us the tools, so we can't do it.
But yeah. Well, I mean, the people in the chat can't see it, but at least you guys can see it right now. You see what I'm talking about, though?
I don't know if I see if did that work. Is that showing in chat now?
No, nothing yet. You should be able to present yourself with that green arrow on the left.
I don't see nothing from him.
And then click your avatar at the bottom of the screen, Josh. Try that. Present yourself with the green arrow on the left, and then click your avatar at the bottom right of the screen.
Or
it should pop up.
FPV, if they can't see him, you can screen share him. You know, click on his spot.
Now, I just did what.
Yeah, I've already got him clicked on, but it's still not showing in chat.
See, I click Uber, and it will show me what he's showing, and
on the panel is Scarecrow, Flat Trotter, Cat's Eyes, myself, and Uber Josh. They can only see Cat's Eyes, me, and you, Trotter. Can't see Josh or Scarecrow.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh wow, man!
Is this Google Earth?
Well, you see this right here on this side.
Yeah,
that's the image from YouTube that the guy filmed.
Yeah,
and this, yeah, you are correct, Scarecrow. This is Google Earth. Now, see how close it is to the right height?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a little off.
Yeah, just a little bit off.
Even the roads are off a little.
This is the only thing in this area that you'd be able to see from that height. And that right here, it's Launchpad 39. They're not letting civilians on the freaking launch pad, dude. And then there was other footage that Jimmy was showing with, I don't know if you remember it, but it actually had the this little bridge right here. Let me see.
Right, you located the bridge.
Cats, you back yet?
Sure.
Yeah. FPV, is there any way you can screen share yours and just click on his name so they can see it? Because he's not. He's not sharing.
When I click on his name, it shows here, but not in the watch page.
Yeah, but you got to screen share. You got to do it.
No, I can't. I haven't. Cat doesn't give us any tools to screen share. I can only screen share my own.
Oh, okay, alrighty. Sorry about that.
She's been mean on the tools.
Yeah, she's ignoring you. I don't know what you did, man. You like apologize.
I've done something wrong.
She stepped away for 10 minutes.
But Josh should be able to present himself if he presses the green arrow on the left.
Well, no, I did.
And then click your avatar at the bottom of the screen. It should come up on the screen then. But I don't know if the guys in chat are going to see it because they can't see you on the icons. The avatar's missing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to show them at all on the panel because I'm not even showing on the panel.
Yeah,
you know?
I was in a hangout earlier and they saw me on the panel, so I don't know why this one is not showing. Yeah, because I think it'd be cool if they could see this.
More fields in SpaceX.
Maybe after reboot, will rebooting help?
No idea.
Just wait till Cats comes back and then she can present you.
But yeah, there's another one with let's see the history.
Elon Musk, man, I was so bad. I was so tempted to do a video just giving a rant on him.
Hey Josh, did you get any,
What a clip.
any more feedback, Josh, of that SpaceX guy? Yeah, that Josh.
Say what?
Did you get any more feedback of that SpaceX guy you spoke to about a week or so ago?
Not from him, but dude, I've gotten a lot of blowback the last week because of the SpaceX launch, dude. Apparently, everyone typing in SpaceX is also coming across that video, and yeah,
bound to happen.
See, look, so FPV, there's the video that I did on the reflection I saw on the windshield. And then the other one that I did with the guy has like 800 views as well. And there's a lot of crap in the comments on that. Apparently,
it is fake, because there has to be.
Apparently, I'm just an idiot, so don't pay any attention to what I say.
Well, till Cats come back, we'll have to put a lot on hold because the guys in chat can't see what we're speaking about.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, they wanted confirmation on how stupid the general population is, and they got it.
Yeah, dude, I've just been looking over and over and over of this footage, dude, and it's all wrong. The sonic boom are going
in. Army can't keep up with them anymore.
Okay, you guys needed me or what?
Yeah, can you present Josh, Cats? Or give me the tools so I can present people now and then.
Okay. You guys have it.
And Crow and Uber are not seen on the screen.
Yeah, no.
Their avatars are not appearing.
Well, it says it's presenting to everyone, that nothing's popping up in the watch page.
Are you still mad at FPV?
He's got to kill me.
Yeah.
No, it's not working, guys, because they can't see on the panel, on the watch page. Nothing's showing there either. So even though you're presenting now.
So even though like you have me presenting, because I'm not showing on the watch page, it's not doing anything, huh?
Yeah, they can't see what you're showing. Even though I'm presenting you, so I'll stop presenting you. So no one's going to notice. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Why they're not seeing you two guys on the panel?
They still can't see it?
No. No, it's probably because they're invisible on the panel for some reason. Try reconnecting, Josh.
Yeah, Josh, maybe if you pop out real quick and then...
Well, if your avatar shows up on the panel.
Not saying Uber's
Then they
presenting.
might see you. And the watch page, sorry. they
How
might
does
see
it
you.
show you presenting to everybody?
Now that's what it just said. Is it?
Like, does it actually show me on the watch page though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Try leaving and coming back. Your avatar's not showing at all. Neither the Scarecrow's.
Okay. Let me try to get out of here first. Real quick. Let's go here. And all right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, I want him to talk about those.
This is some footage of stabilized for that guy that captured the balloon going across the moon. You see that? Stabilized.
Yeah.
It's nice and steady.
Yeah.
latest satellite launch.
That's what it is. Look at it, Crow. We've had these discussions in Discord, me and him, several times.
That could be ET on his bike, that couldn't it?
Oh, it's a sequel. It's the sequel.
E.T. Whoa.
Or it could be the movie.
His
remember
bike. ET's biking on this week.
Remember the movie Up, where he has the house? Maybe it's a house floating up there. Yeah, Flat Earth. What was it? Dude, Flat Earth Dude. He's the one that captured that. It's pretty fascinating. Love it.
Yeah.
Can you guys see me now on the watch page?
He's all, can you see me now?
I can only see me on the watch page. What the hell's going on here?
Cats, what's up? What's going on over there?
Don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I only see none of us on there. Hold on, let me. Don't know. All I see is FPV.
Yeah, that's all I can see, my avatar. I'll reconnect, see if it's me.
In the panel, we can see you guys.
Who, Bro and Uber?
There's Sai. Now I can't see any of you guys.
Yeah, I can just see you now. It's just cats with different voices, people. Don't believe it. It's just cats there by yourself.
Yeah, but I just want to be able to get these guys to present whatever they have there, screen share.
Hey, we can't even see us lot anymore. I only see cats now.
Yeah, it's only cats for some reason.
Let me see, Josh. Hold on.
Yeah, it's just cats. Wow.
Okay, try if you can, Josh.
You can't see it. Cats would be trying that.
Yeah, there's no way. Cats is hogging the airtime.
No.
Well, Hangouts already tells me that I'm supposed to be presenting to everybody right now.
It does say.
Yeah, but
You
there's only cats showing now on the watch page, so they can't see four of us.
But it's a good picture.
I think it's like pay-per-view now. You have to put a coin in.
Super chat.
This is terrible.
You wanna see another profile? You gotta pay.
Insert coins flashing here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we can't present anything. There's only cats visible now.
Oh, how sad.
Well, Josh, maybe you can just narrate the whole thing. Or you could show it to us, and then, I don't know, as you explain it, maybe they can...
Leave the guys in chat
No,
to guess what they're talking about.
Another big, what do you mean? Where? Oh, God, I don't know.
Josh, you gonna try to explain it?
Well, how can he?
He's got to be very descriptive.
No, we'll have to just have discussions because all the people in chat aren't seeing anything.
Okay. I don't know.
Crow, are you able to share anything? Or what?
Apparently, I was muted. Oops.
Dude, I can't. I'm not even on the panel. This is a figment of your imagination.
Hey, that guy's got a gun. Look
You
out.
just hear my voice.
You only can see.
Dude, it's weird. It's stuck on a blurry cat's eyes picture.
Yeah. How weird, huh?
Like, it's not even sharp the way that it usually is, you know? Like, it looks like blurry. Weird. But, alright, guys. So,
You put your resolution up.
I was telling on you, though. Let's see. Okay, so I'm still screen sharing. Alright. So, here's another set of footage of the Falcon 9 Heavy landing.
It's got a blue. For you guys in chat, it's a blue sky and a few clouds.
But at the bottom left right here, you see that bridge FPV? That's what I was focusing on to try to get the idea of where these guys were filming from, right? And then you see these buildings right here? Okay, so that's the bridge. And then if you this right here is where they let people view from. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is where they were filming from, dude. As a matter of fact, you see these buildings right here. You see the roof of it. Because that right here, you can't really see it because it's zoomed out now. But that's the bridge that was in the other picture. That's this bridge.
Okay.
That same bridge that's right here. And this, though, it's not like it's any just set of buildings.
Yeah,
This
what's
is
that
the
tower
Kennedy-
one?
This is the Kennedy Space Center. And this right here, which is where it would have been filmed from, is next to the Prototype Development Laboratory. Like, this is the angle that they were at.
Yeah.
So that's where the launch came from, you're saying, yeah?
No. This is where they filmed from. Okay?
Right.
This right here is where they landed. This is where the two rockets supposedly landed. This is Launch Pad 1 or Landing Pad 1, and this is Landing Pad 2. Or maybe not Landing Pad 2. I think it's got a different number, but it's the second one.
Where's that tower? Where's that tower on the other picture? The other photo.
Yeah, I'm going back to it. This one?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, the other one. The other page.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. Click on that one. Yeah, see that tower right there to the left? Yeah. Where's that on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that on the Google map? Sorry about that. I wish they could see it because it is pretty good. I mean, I see where you get what.
So these pictures I'm showing you guys right here, these are just screenshots that I took off of Google Earth. I'm not actually in the Google Earth program right now.
Okay.
These are screenshots that I took ahead of time.
Yeah, you might want to find out that tower because that would be good proof. You know what I mean? Because if you can find that tower, then you can exactly show them, like, this is the view.
Well, you see, that's the thing is when you zoom out, right, on Google Earth right here, this complex, this Kennedy Space Center, is the only thing there in the middle of a gigantic marshland, dude.
Oh, that's what you're saying. So those buildings don't exist?
No. These buildings do exist, but they're the only buildings there. Like there is no other vantage point for these people to have filmed from. If like, because going back to this footage, dude. All right. So the rockets come down.
Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, sonic booms happen at like 700 miles an hour. They are practically stopped in the middle of the air right there. So we should have already heard the sonic boom like a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, and Jimmy did a video about it.
Also, you see how this one's already landed and this one is still up in the air? That is not at all what they keep showing on these landings. They weren't that staggered. They were almost simultaneous.
With that bridge.
Well, forget one of them fake clapping machines.
They get paid to clap.
There's fencing.
It's cheaper just playing an MP3 though. Just throw them a fish. They're performing like seals.
Yeah, that was not sonic booms at all. Because I mean, I've been messing with this the last couple of days, dude. Like, I actually went up and I was looking up. Oops.
They're complaining in chat now. They can't see anything, guys.
I know it's good stuff too. So it's unfortunate.
Come on, there you.
So if you're wondering who's on the panel, guys, in chat, is Trotter, Cat's Eyes, myself, Uber Josh, and Scarecrow. For some reason, it's only showing Cat's Eyes' avatar.
We can restart another one. I mean, shut this, turn down, start another one.
Compilation.
Yeah, try that.
No. But if anybody in chat, I can't see the chat, you guys. I'm not in chat. But if anyone's in chat that knows a thing or two,
they are on the panel. They are on the panel, Des. Their avatars aren't showing, and we can't present them. Yeah, starting the stream, I think.
And no, she did not get OBS yet. I know. I told her to get OBS, but she hasn't.
OBS would be too much for cats to learn.
Yeah. Well, Josh is getting that.
Mute it, Josh. That's far too loud.
Wait, what?
I said mute it. That's far too loud.
It's too loud. All right, that's a good idea. Probably just shut this down because
yeah, shut it down, cats, and
it-
start another because they're not going to get anywhere with this.
yeah, it's good. It's a good thing he has to show, so they should see it.
Des says Kat needs to refresh the page. Try refreshing your browser at the top, Kat, see if it helps.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
try refreshing your browser before you end it. Maybe that's all it is.
Just refresh just click your refresh button and see if it helps. If not, start a new one.
I know I did mine. It still didn't show.
Have you refreshed your browser, Kat?
Okay, let me see.
I think it's F5, isn't it? To refresh.
That's what I did.
Yeah, just start another then.
Cancel.
And you know
All
what,
right.
Scarecrow? If we are gonna their hangout right now, I'll take the time and pull up
Okay.
Google Earth right now, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start another one, Cats,
Yes.
because there's 5 of us on here and they can only see
Yeah.
one. And
Yeah,
that's it.
because it'll be worth it for them to see it. It's just very, very cool. The
Yeah,
bridge.
it's something. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're missing out. So let's just shut it down. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, Cross fault.
I was just gonna blame you. I don't like you.
I preempted that.
I know. I was just gonna say it and beat me to it.
Go ahead then, Cats, shut it down and start
Yeah.
with it.